Hi, both. Thanks for joining us today on our Business Gurus channel, where we will be discussing key business topics to help students grasp the most important elements of their course in preparation for their exams and future career. Let's get started.
Okay, let's get started. Welcome, everyone, to this deep dive.
Glad to be here.
Today, we're digging into something pretty fundamental for any business, really.
Yeah, how to balance that marketing mix.
Exactly, but specifically looking at it through the lens of the competitive environment around you.
And our source for this is, well, it's essentially an excerpt, like a focused slide, you could say.
Right, it zeroes in on what seem to be the absolute core factors you need to keep an eye on.
Mm-hmm. So our mission, I guess, is to unpack those essentials from the source.
Understand what really defines a business's competitive landscape.
And crucially, how looking at these specific things helps you make those tough decisions about your own marketing mix. Where do you invest?
Spot on. And the source does a good job setting the stage by defining the competitive environment itself.
It's not just about knowing who your rivals are.
No, it's more than that. It's how they impact you, sure, but also how you adapt, how you change your own game product, price, promotion, place to compete.
It's constantly shifting, adapting.
Definitely dynamic.
And what I find useful here is how the source breaks it down. It simplifies this complex environment into, well, 5 key factors.
Okay.
It presents these as the main things to assess. Like, these are the viewpoints you need for looking at yourself and at your competitors.
Right. Let's dive into those 5 factors then. The first one, our source flags, is price.
Price. Yeah, seems obvious, but it's more than just the sticker price, isn't it?
For sure.
It's a major competitive tool. Are you trying to be the cheapest? Competing hard on cost?
Or are you going the other way?
Yeah.
Premium pricing may be based on perceived value or, superior quality.
Exactly. And understanding what your competitors are doing with their pricing, their costs, discounts, strategies that directly tells you something about your pricing choices.
You can't just pick a price out of thin air.
Not effectively, no. It doesn't exist in a vacuum.
Okay, so price is number one. Moving on, the second factor is quality.
Quality. And this isn't just does it break, it's performance, reliability.
Durability, yeah.
Yeah.
Even that kind of subjective feel like premiumness.
Right. How does your quality stack up? And maybe even more critical, how do customers see it compared to the alternatives? Perception matters.
Absolutely.
And assessing competitor quality helps you figure out your own product strategy if they're known for being bulletproof.
Then maybe you need to invest more in R&D or tighten up quality control. That's the product part of your mix getting adjusted.
Or if they compete on just being good enough, maybe there's an opening for you to really stand out with superior quality.
Interesting. Okay, third factor, location.
Location used to just mean, where your shop was.
Right, physical presence.
Yeah.
But it's way broader now.
Totally. It's about being close to customers, yes, but also distribution networks, maybe access to talent or resources.
And digitally too, right? Online visibility. How easy it is for people to find and access you online.
Crucial. Where your competitors are, physically and digitally, that shapes your distribution strategy, your place in the mix.
So if they dominate online search,
You might need a big push in e-commerce yourself, or if they've saturated one area geographically.
maybe you focus elsewhere or find some unique local angle they've missed.
Exactly. Strategic choices based on their location.
Makes sense. Factor number 4 is product range.
Product range. So the variety and maybe the depth of what a business offers.
Are they specialists?
Nah.
Like a really narrow focus, but they go deep.
Or are they the opposite? Generalists trying to cover all the bases.
Be everything to everyone, yeah.
And analyzing their range directly shapes your own product decisions. What you develop, what you manage.
Helps you spot gaps in the market, maybe.
Could do. Or helps you decide not to compete head-to-head on everything they offer. Maybe you expand your range, maybe you shrink it to better target your customers.
So it defines your scope, product-wise.
Right. Within that product dimension of your marketing mix.
Okay, and the fifth and final factor listed in our source, customer service.
Customer service. This one's huge.
Definitely feels like it. It's a whole experience, right? Before, during, after the sale.
It's the support, the interaction, just the overall feeling the customer gets.
And great service. That can be a really powerful way to stand out.
Especially when other things like price or maybe the core product features are pretty similar between competitors.
Yeah, it can build serious loyalty. Affects reputation too.
Hugely. So assessing how your competitors handle service helps you set your own standards, your training needs, your support processes.
Impacts the people and process parts of the mix if you're using the expanded 7Ps model.
Precisely.
So let's recap quickly. We have price, quality, location, product range, and customer service.
Those are the 5 lenses our source gives us for looking at the competitive environment.
But the main takeaway here, the sort of core idea,
Is that understanding where you stand and where your competitors stand across these specific 5 areas is absolutely vital.
it's essential for strategically balancing your own marketing mix, making those adjustments.
It's not just about vaguely knowing who's out there. It's using this detailed assessment to make real, concrete decisions about your own strategy. Product, price, place, promotion, all of it.
It's like knowing the terrain before you decide where to position your troops.
Good analogy. You deploy your resources much more effectively.
Right. So as we wrap up this deep dive, here's something for you, the listener, to think about. How might the importance of these 5 factors shift?
Yeah, like compare a local coffee shop to, say, a huge global software company. Would price or location matter more in each case?
Or maybe consider this. Which of these 5 factors do you think is often the hardest for businesses to really nail down and get right consistently?
That's a tricky one. Definitely something to chew on.
Thanks to both of you for joining us today. You've been listening to the Business Gurus. Let's now hand it over to you. What further questions do you have based on what we've discussed so far? Leave a comment and we'll get back to you right away. If you haven't already, hit that follow for more business tips.